What's going on, you guys? Well, dare I say, welcome back. I just finished recording a video regarding the Canadiens and Sabres game last night and the Arbor-Jack guys' best NHL game. And then all of a sudden, we get a little bit of news. And it's not huge news. It's not. But I thought it was worth talking about. The Montreal Canadiens acquire Colin White from the Pittsburgh Penguins off of waivers. At the same time, they also place forward Brandon Gignac on waivers for the purpose of loaning him back to Laval. He could get claimed between now and tomorrow. But what's interesting is that Colin White is going to make his Habs debut tonight versus his former team, the Pittsburgh Penguins. So he's literally going to cross the hall and play for the Canadiens tonight. So I thought that was pretty interesting. So I looked into Colin White and to see what the Canadiens are getting here. He's going to be, according to Hockey DB, or actually I should say Daily Faceoff. I'm actually going to change this here. I was doing getting a screen share prepared for you guys, but they've already got Colin White centering the fourth line with Jesse Ylönen and Tanner Pearson. So this is pretty interesting, right? I just thought, because I thought it was kind of funny. Let's just put it that way, that they're literally playing each other tonight, and a transaction is made in the building, so to speak. I'm assuming Kent Hughes and Jeff Gorton are with the Canadiens right now, and Kyle Dubas and the Penguins, and they go ahead and claim Colin White off waivers, and he's going to change dressing rooms to play for the Canadiens tonight. So let's do a screen share. Let's actually see what Colin White has done so far this season. I think what's worth mentioning too is that Colin White's cap hit was $4.75 million this season, but the Canadiens are only going to pay the remaining $775,000 on that remaining cap hit for Colin White this season. So that's kind of interesting. So let's look at his numbers right here and now. We look ahead and we see that so far in 303 NHL games played, Colin White has 44 goals, 69 assists for 113 points in those 303 games. He's played in 22 playoff games, actually played in 21 playoff games just last year with the Florida Panthers on their run to the Stanley Cup Finals. 21 games played for Colin White. He is a right-handed shot centerman, 6'1", 194 pounds, 27 years old. He was actually a first-round draft pick from the Ottawa Senators, 21st overall in the 2015 NHL entry draft, and is a former client of Canadiens GM Kent Hughes. And I'm going to give a shout out to Habs Links here for giving us that information. Let me get rid of the title here. So Kent Hughes, former client, not a huge surprise, zero risk. And I also want to give a shout out to Arpin Basu with, again, the, my favorite kind of transaction, the move your stuff from one room to another transaction, as the Canadiens claim Colin White and literally change dressing rooms. And that's what you have. That's what you have. It's just a across the hall transaction, literally, between the Penguins and Canadiens here, as Brandon Gignac only has one NHL goal to date, and it was with the Montreal Canadiens. He scored at the Bell Center, a memorable moment. 26-year-old Brandon Gignac, who hasn't had a chance to find a foothold in the NHL. So they've reassigned him to Laval here, clearly seeing that they want to make an improvement on the fourth line, and you're going to put an experienced veteran centerman in between a veteran forward in Tanner Pearson, potentially on the fourth line, and then Jesse Ylönen, who's still fighting to stay in the lineup all the time with the Montreal Canadiens. So I thought this was a fun little transaction to discuss briefly here with you guys, and not a whole lot more to add to it, I don't think, than that. I kind of mentioned everything that I wanted to. So what are your guys' thoughts? Tell me what you think. I know it's a quick little transaction here, and he's probably just going to be with the Canadiens until the end of the season, and then he does become an unrestricted free agent this summer. So the fact that the Canadiens did basically a one-for-one transaction in terms of cap money, the same amount of cap hit, it's kind of a nice little depth piece here for the Canadiens going forward. It makes sense. It makes sense. It's low risk, so nothing about it to not like. I'm just glad that they have somebody coming in who's got the veteran experience to solidify the Canadiens' lines going through the rest of the season here. This is, if we lose a forward, especially to trade, say if somebody wants to go for Yoel Armia or Josh Anderson in a trade or something like that before the trade deadline, this shores up their forward depth a little bit. But we'll see. Let me know what you guys think down below. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you real soon.